Hello everyone, welcome to this channel, IELTS Highlights. This is the channel's first video, so thank you for watching. Today, we will see how OpenAI's advanced chatbot, ChatGPT, will respond to some IELTS speaking questions. I'm sure you've heard of this chatbot, or even used it. It's very capable, so be interested to see if it would get a band score 9 in the IELTS exam. Let's start with some Part 1 questions. Tell me about television programs. Do you watch TV a lot?
Um. Television programs, also known as TV shows or simply series, are a form of entertainment that is typically broadcast on television. They can be of various genres, such as drama, comedy, reality, news, and more. Some popular examples include The Office, Game of Thrones, and Stranger Things. As a language model AI, I do not watch TV, but I have been trained on a large amount of text data that includes information about TV shows, so I can provide you with information about them.
Tell me about your studies.
As a language model AI, I do not have personal experiences or studies. I was trained on a large dataset of text, which includes information about various subjects such as science, history, literature, and more. My main purpose is to assist users in generating human-like text based on the input provided to me. I can answer questions, write stories, translate text, and more.
And how long have you been learning English?
As a machine learning model, I was trained on a dataset of text written in English. The process of training involved using a large amount of text data to teach the model the patterns and structures of the language so it can generate text that is similar to human written text. The duration of the training process depends on the amount of data used, the computational resources available, and the specific architecture and parameters of the model. However, my knowledge cutoff is September 2021, so any information I provide you with is current up to that date.
What do you find most difficult?
As a language model, I don't have personal feelings or experiences, but there are certain tasks that can be more challenging for me. One of the most difficult tasks for me is understanding the context and intent behind a user's input. For example, if a user asks a question that is ambiguous or has multiple possible interpretations, it can be difficult for me to determine the intended meaning. Additionally, understanding sarcasm and irony can also be difficult as it requires a deeper understanding of human emotions and intent. Another challenging task is dealing with out-of-vocabulary words and rare or technical terms that I might not have seen before during my training process. However, my creators at OpenAI are always working on improving my performance and capabilities.
Do you think you will use English in future studies or in a job?
As a machine learning model, I do not have personal experiences or future plans, but it is likely that my creators at OpenAI will continue to use English in my training and development. English is one of the most widely spoken and written languages in the world, so it is a valuable language for a language model such as myself to understand and generate text in. Additionally, English is often used as a common language in international communication, science, and technology, which makes it an important language for many fields. It's worth mentioning that my creators are working on multilingual models, and it's possible that in the future the AI could understand and generate text in other languages besides English.
Do you enjoy listening to music?
As a machine learning model, I do not have personal experiences or preferences. However, I can provide information about music and help you with tasks related to music such as identifying songs, providing lyrics, and more. I have been trained on a large dataset of text that includes information about music, including lyrics, artist information, and more. If you have any specific question or task related to music, I'll be happy to assist you.
Tell me about your plans for the future.
As a machine learning model, I do not have personal plans or goals for the future. However, my creators at OpenAI will continue to develop and improve my capabilities. This may include training me on larger and more diverse datasets, fine-tuning my architecture and parameters, and incorporating new techniques in natural language processing. These efforts are aimed to improve my performance on various tasks such as answering questions, generating text, and more. Additionally, my creators are working on different versions of models that can support multiple languages and perform more specific tasks such as image captioning, text-to-speech, and others. It's worth mentioning that as an AI, my main purpose is to assist users in generating human-like text based on the input provided to me, and I'm constantly learning to improve my performance and capabilities.
Moving on to part 2 now.
As a machine learning model, I do not have personal experiences or know any specific teacher. However, I have been trained on a large dataset of text that includes information about teachers and their characteristics, so I can provide you with an example of a teacher based on the information I have been exposed to. A teacher that I know is Ms. Smith, who is a middle-aged woman with short brown hair and blue eyes. She is very approachable and always has a smile on her face. She is known to be a kind and patient person, who is always willing to help her students. She is very knowledgeable in her subject and always makes sure that her students understand the material. Ms. Smith is a math teacher and she helped me to learn the concepts of algebra, geometry and trigonometry. She was able to explain complex mathematical concepts in a way that was easy to understand. She also used different teaching methods such as using real-life examples, interactive activities and quizzes. Ms. Smith is popular among her students because of her ability to connect with them. She always takes the time to understand each student's learning style and adapts her teaching methods accordingly. She is also very supportive and encourages her students to do their best. She makes math class fun and engaging, which is why many students look forward to her class.
Now we're going to go to part 3. What makes a good student?
A good student is someone who is willing to learn and puts effort into their studies. They have a positive attitude towards learning and are motivated to achieve their goals. They are also responsible and take ownership of their own learning by managing their time effectively and staying organized. They are actively engaged in class and participate in discussions and group activities. They also have good study habits, such as taking effective notes, reviewing material regularly and seeking help when needed. Additionally, a good student is also able to think critically and apply what they have learned to real-world situations. They are curious and open-minded, and willing to explore new ideas and perspectives. Overall, a good student is someone who is dedicated to their education and works hard to achieve their full potential.
What role should the teacher have in the classroom?
A teacher should be a facilitator of learning, creating an environment that encourages student engagement and active participation. They should be knowledgeable and passionate about the subject they are teaching and be able to convey that enthusiasm to their students. They should also be able to effectively communicate the material and present it in a way that is accessible to all students. They should also be able to assess student understanding and provide feedback that helps students improve. Teachers should also be able to create a positive classroom culture, fostering respect and understanding among students. They should also be able to identify and support students who may be struggling and provide additional resources and support. Overall, a good teacher should be able to create a safe and nurturing learning environment, where students feel valued and respected, and where they are able to reach their full potential.
Do you think computers will one day replace teachers in the classroom?
Computers and technology are already being used in many classrooms as a supplement to traditional teaching methods. They can provide students with interactive and engaging learning experiences, and offer a wide range of resources and tools that can support their learning. Additionally, computers and technology can also help teachers to more easily assess student understanding and provide personalized feedback. However, it's unlikely that computers will ever fully replace teachers in the classroom. Teachers play an important role in fostering a positive classroom culture, providing emotional support, and helping students develop social and emotional skills. They also have the ability to adapt to different learning styles, address individual student needs and provide personalized support. While computers and technology can aid in the learning process, they can't replace the human interaction, personal connection and guidance that a teacher provides.
How has teaching changed in your country in the last few decades?
Yeah. Teaching in any country has changed over time, as education systems and societies evolve. In the last few decades, teaching in many countries has shifted towards a more student-centered approach, where the focus is on the individual needs and learning styles of students. There has also been an increased emphasis on critical thinking, problem-solving, and collaboration in the classroom. Additionally, technology has played a major role in the changes in teaching in recent years, with the integration of digital tools and resources in the classroom becoming more common. This has led to the use of virtual and remote learning and the ability for teachers to provide more personalized instruction. However, the changes of teaching methods and curriculum have different pace from country to country and also depend on different factors such as culture, education system, and resources.
What is the difference between the way children learn and the way adults learn?
Children and adults have different ways of learning due to their cognitive and emotional development. Children tend to learn through play and hands-on activities. They are curious and enjoy exploring their environment. They also tend to learn best through visual and auditory cues, and have shorter attention spans. On the other hand, adults tend to learn through experience and by connecting new information to what they already know. They have a more developed critical thinking skills, and can process information in a more abstract way. Adults also tend to have a better ability to focus and retain information for longer periods of time. Furthermore, adults have a more clear sense of their learning goals, they have a more specific purpose for learning, and they tend to be self-directed learners.
So, that's the end of the test. Did you like the way it answered the questions? What band score do you think an examiner would give ChatGPT? Have a look at the band descriptors and write in the comments what band score indicators you think the chatbot showed. As good as it is, ChatGPT wouldn't get a band score 9 in the IELTS exam. Do you want to know why? Subscribe and look out for the next video where I look at what would prevent the advanced AI chatbot from getting a band score 9. Is it something that's affecting your band score too?